Mm-hmm. Probably the simplest one. It's the one that just describes the entire system of reincarnation. After that, I would go to John the Baptist when Jesus Christ said, "He that hath an ear, let him hear." This same Elijah is John the Baptist. I believe that's Matthew 11. Then I would go to I would go to John 9:1, where the disciples asked Jesus Christ, "Who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" All those things, of course, should enlighten you to the fact that reincarnation is real. After that, I would go to Corinthians, where Paul said that which thou plantest cannot live unless it dies. I might go there first since it's very brief. Give me that, and I believe Corinthians, or could be Acts. That which thou plantest cannot live unless it dies. Paul is trying to explain to everyone where life comes from, because the Pharisee didn't believe in reincarnation. The Pharisee believed that when you were dead, nothing happened. You just died, and that was it. The Sadducee believed that you became an angel. And Paul is cutting both of them in this precept, where he said the bodies celestial have a different honor of the bodies terrestrial. You don't become a celestial body. It's like the sun can't become the moon. You cannot become an angel. And he also said that which thou plantest does not live unless it dies. Speaking about farming, if you want to grow some apples, you got to kill some apples. You got to cut that apple in half, gut it, and take the seeds out of it. Well, if I kill an apple, I can grow apples. If I kill a pineapple, I can grow a pineapple. Somebody just read that verse for him, and then I think that's good enough for him. This is the book of 1 Corinthians 15, verse 36. Thou fool, that which thou sowest is not quickened except it die.
You fool. We'll read one verse above it.
Verse 35. But some man will say, how are the dead raised up?
Somebody will say, how can the dead come back to life? That's reincarnation. This man is dead, now he's back. This woman is dead, now he's back. Some will say, how can the dead be risen? Keep going.
And with what body do they come?
And with what body will they come back in? Now you really notice it's speaking about reincarnation now, because it's asking you, what body will they come back in? This is not speaking about the reincarnation of Jesus Christ, because he came back in his same body, in his exact same body. You know that because Timothy said, show me the wounds. That was the same body. But you're asking, how can the dead raise? And what body will they come back in? They're getting a new body, fool. That's reincarnation. Carne means flesh, right? Re-flesh. They're getting a new body. You would ask, how can the dead raise, and what body will they come back in? Keep going.
Verse 36. Thou fool.
You're a fool. Keep going.
That which thou sowest is not.
That which you sow. The word sow means to plant. Like you reap what you sow. To sow means to plant. That which you plant, keep going,
is not quickened.
Is not what?
Quickened.
The word quicken means life or live. That which you plant cannot quicken, cannot live. Keep going.
Except it dies.
Except it dies. How in the hell are you a farmer? You out here killing more apples to grow apples, killing more onions to grow onions, killing more watermelons. You like watermelon? I love watermelon now. I could eat a whole goddamn one right now. Well, I won't have any watermelon unless I cut one up. You understand? I have to cut that thing up to get more. I got to cut up that apple to get more. That which you sow cannot quicken, cannot live unless it dies. That's reincarnation. It's right there in front of you. It's in the Bible. I don't know what else I could do for you. Furthermore, Jesus Christ said that John the Baptist is Elijah. You can give me that, and then I got to move on. Take the one in Psalms is long, but the one in Psalms is perfect because it describes the system of the earth. Everything is reincarnated. Your goldfish, your pets, your dogs, your cats, the worms and bugs outside. Everything. The Lord replenisheth the face of the earth. Everything on the planet Earth comes back. Everything. That's the system here. Go ahead and read it. And if thou wilt receive it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 17, and verse 11. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall come first and restore all things.
Because the Old Testament says that Elijah will come before the Messiah. Jesus Christ said, you goddamn right he will. Elias, which is the Greek translation of Elijah. Elias surely will come first. Keep going.
And restore all things.
He's going to remind you of everything. Restore everything. Bring it back to the way you're supposed to think. Keep going.
Verse 12. But I say unto you that Elias has come already.
I'm telling you, Elijah has already come. He's already come. Keep going.
And they knew him not.
And they didn't know that he was Elijah. Elijah has come and they knew him not. They didn't know this was Elijah because these fools didn't believe in reincarnation. Elijah has come and they knew him not. Keep going.
But have done unto him whatsoever they listed.
They did whatever. Listeth means like you wanted. They did whatever they wanted to do to Elijah. They didn't know it was him. Keep going.
Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them.
Oh, they're going to do the same thing to me. They killed Elijah and they're going to kill me. Continue.
Verse 13. Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist.
You see, the disciples understood. Why didn't everybody understand? Get the microphone. I'll be impressed. Why didn't everybody? It said the disciples understood that he spoke of John the Baptist. Why didn't everyone understand, officer?
Because Christ taught them reincarnation.
Give him a hand. Yeah. And he didn't teach that to everybody. I'm referring back to earlier in the class when the Bible says that he gave what God gave him to the disciples. He didn't give it to everyone. He gave it to them. So as he's saying this, they know he's speaking about John the Baptist because Christ taught them reincarnation. Keep going. You have right there, and it's another one, I believe, where it says, this is Elijah, which was for to come.
If I could, sir, the angel told Zacharias and Elizabeth that John was Elijah. I have, sir.
Please read it.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 14. So I'm going to start at verse 13, sir. Mm-hmm. But the angel said unto him, Fear not, Zachariah, for thy prayer is heard, and thy wife Elizabeth shall bear thee a son.
These are the parents of John the Baptist. Keep going.
Come. And thou shalt have joy and gladness, and many shall rejoice at his birth.
Mm-hmm. If I could, this is also a perfect precept to show that immaculate conception is a lie, because this is an angel coming to the mother saying, fear not, have joy. The same thing happened to Mary. Keep going.
Come verse 17, sir.
Please.
And he shall go before him in the spirit and power of Elijah.
There you go. That's that. Now wrap it up with this last one. This last one is all you need. Go ahead.
This book of Matthew, 11 and verse 14. And if ye will receive it, this is Elias, which was for to come.
One verse above it? Is that where we just stopped from? Earlier? No. Okay, read one verse above it then.
Okay. This is the book of Matthew, 11 and verse 13. For all the prophets in the law prophesied unto John.
Until who?
Unto John.
Until. Say until.
Until.
Until who?
Until.
Say until who, though?
Until John.
Until John.
All of the prophets and the law prophesy until John. Keep going.
Verse 14. And if ye will receive it.
If you'll accept it, you probably won't, because you don't believe in reincarnation. That's why Jesus Christ would say many times, he that hath an ear, let him hear. A lot of you niggas don't have no ear. You refuse to listen. If you will receive it, a lot of you won't receive it. You won't accept it. But if you will receive it, go ahead.
This is Elias.
This is who?
Elias.
This, say each word, taste each one.
Okay. This is Elias.
That's the Bible. I don't know what else I can do for you. This is Elijah. This is Elijah. The law and the prophets prophesy until John. If you will receive it, this is Elijah. What else? I don't know what else I can do. That's all I can do for you, all right? Is there anything else? Then, otra vez. I'll get another drink just to practice. Just so I can practice my Spanish. That's the only reason I'm asking for this drink. Ven otra vez. Perdóname. Ven otra vez. Gracias. Go ahead.
This is from Isupk Smith.
All right.
Shalom,
Yahushua.
General, if I may,
Please.
is it lawful for a man to have his rib perform oral sex on him at the same time?
Is it lawful for a rib at the same time? Like the 69? Yes, it is lawful. Let me just get your diet take on the whole shit. He know. Your diet know. This is his topic. He know about all of this. Your diet break all this freaking shit down to it. Go ahead.
He wants to know if he can have both his ribs.
Oh, damn. The Puff Diddy. Oh, damn. No, young brother. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is not unlawful to have a threesome. Give me the precept. Now where we going with this? Give me the precept, officers, that makes threesomes unlawful. Because, of course, a man can have more than one woman. We all know about that. But it's unlawful to have sex with both of them at the same time. Precept. This precept you avoid, but it's in the Bible. Nakedness. You were going there. Give my body. He was going there. Also, you can give me bruising the teats in Ezekiel, but just give me the look upon the nakedness of thy sister. Look upon another's nakedness. Those are your precepts in the Old Testament. It's unlawful for you to have both of your wives committing a sexual act on you where they can see each other doing it, because then she has looked upon the nakedness of her sister. She's seen nakedness in the Bible is intimacy, is naked. You know, like the time when you have no clothing on, you're doing something sexual. That's private. It's a private thing. The Bible dictionary calls marriage an intimate act. Intimate act. Sex is intimate. Sex is private. It's a private thing. Your wives can't see, your one wife can't see the other one that way. Can't see you doing that with her. Can't see her doing that to you. Then now sex is not intimate. Having sex in public is like having sex like a dog, like a cat in the street. It's undignified, uncivilized. Sex is done in private, private. Your other wife doesn't need to see you having sex with another woman or vice versa. Then sex loses its allure, loses its bond. It's a private thing. It's private. You have the precept for me? It's nakedness. You want to look up, look not upon this nakedness, look not upon that nakedness. It's in the Old Testament. Look not upon if you can't find it now, I'll find it for you. But you should be able to find it because it's all that nakedness scriptures look not upon. You can also go to the bruising the teats one as well. with that specifically against lesbianism. All right, go ahead.
Oh, God, the book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 9. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or the daughter of thy mother, which shall be at home abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover.
The nakedness of thy father or mother, which shall be at home, or what?
Or born abroad.
Or born abroad. So the nakedness of the one that you grew up with in your own house. A lot of you down there in Alabama, you having sex with your real physical sister down there. The brothers told me about that. I was stunned. Some of you, you know what happens so many times because you don't have parents. You don't have good parents. You don't learn what a love string is. A love string is an old term that they used to learn. They used to teach psychiatrists to try to teach, how do you love your mother? How do you love your sister? How do you love a wife? And how are those three different? Because it's different. It's all love, right? You love your mom, but it's different than the love of your sister. And that's different from the love of your woman, of your girlfriend. Some people, when they go through childhood traumas, they don't have a love string. So they will love their sister the way they will love a wife because they've never learned the difference. You know who does that? Animals. If you ever had a dog before, a dog does not give a damn that that female dog is its mother or its sister. They don't care about that. They just smell that she's in heat. And dogs have sex with their mother, their sister. Lions do it. Gorillas do it. They don't give a damn that this is their mother. She's in heat. They're having sex with her. It's how you breed animals, right? We're not animals. We're supposed to be civilized, dignified. And this is what the Bible says. Read it one more time.
Come on, sir. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or daughter of thy mother, which shall be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover.
We don't uncover each other's nakedness. We don't do that. Your wife performing oral sex on you, that's a private matter, brother. Don't uncover that for everyone to see. What in the hell are you doing? Somebody at one time would do terrible things to you, like her father. You know, terrible things would happen to you because he gives you his daughter to be with his daughter. You have his daughter doing a double-handed blowjob with her and another damn woman. Brother, no. Well, you know it. I'd be showing up at the house with a whole crew of One West cats. You is not going to turn my daughter into some whore. I didn't give her to you for this. Well, you know it. All you hear is, boots coming up the street. Fringes jingling and jangling coming into that house out. You can't turn somebody's daughter into some whore. That's what you're doing with her? Things like that would not be accepted in certain homes. I pray you understand. Order 2 entendimiento. You die?
About this, so you're saying it's so heavy, and that's not in the homosexuality.
Nah, it's right there. Nah, in the homosexuality. It's right there. And let me tell you something about certain men because they have been sexually traumatized as a child. You see Puff Daddy. You can look at Puff Daddy now. The jury is taking the case on right now. And you look at him and he has other men having sex with his woman. Go look into his mother. Look into her. Go research that for a second before you get sick and throw up. How his mother, get the video of Puff Daddy kissing his mom. You can find that probably on the internet right now. Him going, kissing his mom so deep in the mouth. And then he talked about how his mom would have orgies in front of him. And it was common for him to walk in on sex with his mother, with other people having sex with her. She had freak off parties in their apartment. And now he's supposed to grow up now and go off into life and have a decent life and not go to jail. He's going to jail. He's going to suffer because of how he was raised. Sex is intimate. It's not for the kids to see. Some of you nasty bastards are having sex in front of your kid too. You think I don't know? I know. You'll go there and have sex in front of your child. The child walk in the room. You don't care. The child hears all these men. The child hears the screaming from upstairs of you and the random man of the week up there. And now this child is supposed to grow up what? And have a good life? No. And you're watching all that effing porno. And because you watch so much porno, you don't even like vagina anymore, which is really what this is about. Let me tell you how good it is, vagina and a blowjob, if I can explain for a second to some of you brothers that don't get any. Brother, it's the original recipe. It's good just like it is. It is wonderful just like it is. You're gilding the lily. Like you putting too much sauce on this steak. This steak don't need sauce, brother. None. You better ask yourself, why does it for you? Why does this steak need so much sauce when it's good straight off the grill? Because your mind has been destroyed and vagina is just nothing to you, because really you're not trying to have sex. You're trying to satisfy your sickness from watching pornography. So a woman just full out giving you a blowjob is like, well, this ain't what I see on the movies. This is not what I've been watching. You can't even be in the moment with the woman that's trying to give you pleasure because all you're thinking about is these movies. Like Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy isn't trying to have sex with Cassie. He's trying to relive his mother's experience, what his mother showed him as a child. He has to see that. He walked in on his mother having sex with men. You can Google this. He would walk into the room and see her having sex with men. Now he's 55. He doesn't want sex. He wants to walk in on a woman who's having sex with someone else. That's you. That's why you want two women to perform oral sex on you, because one woman performing oral sex on you will do nothing for you until you do it and do it. Then this gets boring. And then you say, well, I'll have a lesbian thing. That's great until that gets boring. And then you know what'll really be nice is a dildo in your butt. Where am I getting this from? Sakari. Sakari said it escalated. You sisters out there, you better get a man that just loves that vagina straight off the grill. You hear me? Fresh out the oven. Here it is, it's vagina. Really, all a woman has to do, really, if you weren't sick, a woman would just present and you would tie fire to that tail. Just because it's there. Like it'd be like, there it is. She would just say, well, here it is. And you would go berserk on it because it's there in front of you. The bitch got to do all these performances and everything else. Otherwise, you're not even going to be excited by it. And it's not because you've been with so many women, because you haven't, because all you do is masturbate. So it's not because you've been around the world and you didn't have so much sex. No, you haven't. You haven't. It's because trauma. You saw too many pornos when you were too young. You saw things that when you were too young, and now your brain is broken. But if you get healed, if you are born again, a broad would just walk in the room and go, here it is. You go, thank you. That's all the fuck I need. Thank you. These brothers, I watch these cars. I watch Ariana. Listen, Ariana, no, I'm sleeping with his mom. I'm sleeping with Ariana's mom right now. Give Ariana a hand. Sleeping with his mother like we were 10 years old. Now, what the hell is wrong with you? Here you are in your 20s. A bitch got the damn flip on her trapeze and paint her face like a clown to get you even excited to go see her. I gotta move on. You need to be born again, young man. Be born again. All right? All right, anything else?
This is from Officer Shadiyala Sakya, General. Which scripture is that goes into tearing a brother or sister down just to build them back up?
Tearing a brother or sister down? That is not jogging my memory. I'm not sure. If anyone knows, you can tell me. I'm not exactly sure about it. Let me know when we need to roll, all right? You die? I'm not sure. I can't. That's not jogging my memory. I'm tearing them down to build them back up.
I need a little more. I can't recall what you might be speaking about. All right. Anything else?
This is from Israelita Isupk. My Lord, is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 34 talking about regeneration of spirit, us Israelites?
Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass until all things be fulfilled.
And what was the specific question about this?
My Lord, is Matthew chapter 24 verse 34 talking about regeneration of spirit, us Israelites?
Let me hear it one more time.
Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
Read one verse above it.
Verse 33. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors.
Keep going.
Verse 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
Okay, what chapter is this in?
Matthew 24.
Right, this is speaking about the destruction of Jerusalem, right? This is speaking about that. Christ prophesied the destruction of Jerusalem, the fall of Jerusalem. And he's saying that these things are going to happen before the last person of this generation is dead. And 70 years after Jesus Christ left, Jerusalem fell. So he's speaking literally like, I'm telling you, Jerusalem is going to fall. I'm telling you about the destruction of Jerusalem. And this generation will not pass. Pass means pass away. So imagine there's a time when everyone on the earth right now is dead, right? There's a certain time, I would say it's about 110 years. After 100 years, everyone is gone. After 50 years, everyone is not gone. A lot of them are gone. 60 years, everyone is not gone. 70 years, everyone is not gone. At about 100 years, there is no one alive that was on the earth when he said this. He's telling you this generation will not pass until these things happen, and the fall of Jerusalem happened 70 years after he said this. All right. That's what that's speaking about. That's not speaking about reincarnation, if that was your question. That's speaking about the fall of Jerusalem, which is historical fact. If you don't believe in the Bible, you can go research in 70 AD how Vespasian and his son Titus, am I right? Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great plunder and destruction. That happened. Well, it was prophesied in the Bible before it happened, because everything in the Bible will come to pass. With that, pass the class over to Priest Officer Mathania.
according to God. The white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass she the prophet. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know that it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settle. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know what I'm saying? They say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the problem. With step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. the Johanna. Amy murdered Botham and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priest bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, rank and order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Clap it up, clap it up. You are now in the Chicago Brotherhood class, Isupk. You know what I'm saying? Today, you know what I'm saying, you know, we're gonna be going over some scriptures and a topic that I got going on today, you know what I'm saying, about, you know what I'm saying, separating from, making sure we separate from our enemy and join together with our people. You know what I'm saying? And we locked in that way. If you have any questions or comments, put them into the group chat. We'll get to them ASAP. You know, if no questions is on the chat, we got any questions in the room?
Gone.
All right, let's get to them.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 10.
Matthew 5 and 10. All right, let me get that with you. All right. Yep.
Come. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. Theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Okay. All right. So what's your question on this?
I need a breakdown.
So, okay, read it again from the top.
Come. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 10. Blessed are they which persecuted for righteousness.
Matter of fact, let me see. Let's get to. All right. So first off, we don't say we're gonna go to this is written in red, right? What does that mean?
Means Lord saying it.
That's the Yahushua King. You know what I'm saying? They write his words in the red in certain Bibles. You may not have it on yours, but you know, in certain Bibles they have these you know, scriptures that are, you know what I'm saying, it's supposed to be Christ talking. You know what I'm saying? That they have it written in red. This is Christ speaking right here, and he's saying what? Read again from the top.
Come. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness.
For righteousness, what?
Sake for
You got to read that together. Go ahead.
Come. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake.
Okay, so what does it sound like to you?
Like, blessed are the ones that are killed for righteousness.
Oh, first, look up what's persecuted. Look up the word persecuted, because we got to understand as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you know what I'm saying, in this life that we live, you know what I'm saying, as righteous men and women, you know what I'm saying, like the men in the Isupk under commanders of the Yahana. Everybody thinks that when you serve God, it's gonna be a life of you know what I'm saying, beauty and splendor. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you know what I'm saying, stop, you know what I'm saying, sinning against the Most High, you know, you stop doing whatever lustful demon that was on you, whether it was smoking weed or popping whores, you feel like everything is just supposed to go the right way, you know what I'm saying, right off top. You know what I'm saying? But that is not, you know what I'm saying, what the Lord, you know what I'm saying, our God, the Most High, or our King, Yahushua, promised us that, you know what I'm saying, this life is going to be an easy walk, you know what I'm saying? But what, you got the definition of persecuted?
Come.
Okay.
Persecute. Subject someone to hostility.
To what?
Subject someone to hostility and ill treatment, especially because of their ethnicity, religion, or sexual orientation.
So this is something, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, that somebody does to somebody, you know what I'm saying, for a certain purpose. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you you know what I'm saying, a brother, you know what I'm saying, you know, okay, so now we got the understanding of what persecuted is. Persecuted is when somebody, you know what I'm saying, what somebody does is, you know what I'm saying, they ill treating somebody. They you know what I'm saying, they getting down on somebody for a certain purpose, whether it's your religious background, whether it's your, you know what I'm saying, ethnicity. But this is described in the Bible who somebody is trying to persecute. You know what I'm saying? But read again from the top of 10.
Come. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake.
So the people that's, you know what I'm saying, being ill treated, you know what I'm saying, being mishandled, you know what I'm saying, for the sake of righteousness. You know what I'm saying? And what does that mean? What is, you know what I'm saying, somebody being, you know, persecuted for righteousness' sake? That's what you see when, you know what I'm saying, you see brothers, you know what I'm saying, that's, you know what I'm saying, willing to go out on the streets, you know what I'm saying, and try to raise up their people, you know what I'm saying, for righteousness' sake. You know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I'm saying, to deliver a message, or out there trying to, you know what I'm saying, give away food, whatever the case may be. Right. But then, you know what I'm saying, you have people that's try to come up against the camp. People that try to, you know, harm us physically. You know what I'm saying? People that talk down to us, you know what I'm saying, y'all need to go get a job. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to, you know what I'm saying, get off the streets hollering and go do something. You know what I'm saying? We are doing something for the community. We raising up our community in several different ways. You know what I'm saying? But we persecuted, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, people come at the people, at the men of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, that go out for righteousness' sake, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, trying to raise up our people, you know what I'm saying, and stand on, you know what I'm saying, the side of right. Righteousness is just understanding what's right and doing what's right for righteousness' sake. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is right, you know what I'm saying, that's what righteousness is. You know what I'm saying? Following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying, doing ill to, you know what I'm saying, your brothers and sisters, or the poor and different things of that nature. So the people that, you know what I'm saying, people try to come at for right, that's standing up and for righteousness' sake, you know, they're gonna be blessed. You know what I'm saying? And this is going through a whole lot of blessings that brothers are gonna do if you following, what the Lord wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like it says, blessed is the peacemaker, blessed is the pure heart, blessed is different brothers with different characteristics, but this all are following, you know what I'm saying, the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. So these brothers that do stand up for righteousness' sake and against anything that's trying to come against them and harm them, they are going to be blessed. You know what I'm saying? And the man of the ISUPK, you know, we got to withstand. We got to withstand, of course. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand that you're not, you know what I'm saying, laboring, you know what I'm saying, in vain. You know what I'm saying? That one day, you know what I'm saying, you will, you know what I'm saying, be blessed. But read.
Come.
Start again from the top.
Come. Blessed are they which blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is
No. Yeah, you got to read that different. Go ahead. 4.
Come. For righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
For theirs is that's a possessive. So it's going to say, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Meaning what?
That's their kingdom.
Right. The kingdom of heaven is going to be theirs. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say you have to read it like that. You know what I'm saying? For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. It's the kingdom of heaven, the brothers that's going to, you know what I'm saying, be willing to be persecuted for righteousness' sake. You know what I'm saying? And those are the brothers and sisters in the ISUPK, you know what I'm saying, under Commander General Yohana, because who is more hated than us? You know what I'm saying? We are considered a hate group, but we haven't committed a crime against this society at all. You can't look up, you know what I'm saying, well, we done stole a bag of chips, let alone harm anybody, but we considered a hate group. That's persecution. That's persecution when somebody, you know what I'm saying, just sees somebody murder somebody and try to blame it on you. You know what I'm saying? It's persecution when brothers, you know what I'm saying, just like this shirt I got on. Look at this shirt right here. Kentucky 8. You know what I'm saying? 8 brothers going out on the street speaking, you know what I'm saying, to their people, telling their people to wake up and stop, you know what I'm saying, sinning against the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And they get persecuted. They get people that's come at them with sticks, bats, guns, you know what I'm saying, all these type of weapons to try to destroy these brothers. And these men stood, you know what I'm saying, on business about what they, you know what I'm saying, about what they supposed to do. They got persecuted, but they stood up for righteousness' sake, man. And if them brothers, all them brothers endure to the end, then theirs would be the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? That's it on that, or you wanted more?
No, that's it.
Okay. You got another question?
Live.
Okay. All right, then we're gonna get right into my topic, man. It was a video that I saw, you know what I'm saying, earlier this week, man, and it was just disgusting, you know what I'm saying, another disgusting act by, you know what I'm saying, the biggest criminal, the biggest murderer on the face of the earth, our oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to bring up that if you could bring up that YouTube. It's like if you ain't got the YouTube clip for me, you know what I'm saying? So we can, you know, hear about this story, man. It's another disgusting act by, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor that we living under in this place. You got it? You know, while you getting that too, when you get a chance, go over to Ecclesiasticus chapter 13. We're gonna get that chapter, man. It's a heavy chapter, man. I don't want to have to read the whole joint, but I don't know. We may have to. Yeah. So you got that? All right, that's good. You got it where they can see it online?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
News. The alleged gunman in the deadly shooting of a teen in Douglas Park is expected to be charged tonight, according to WGN sources.
Andrea Medina is live outside Area 4 Police District with details and a look at newly obtained surveillance video. Andrea.
Hi, Jackie and Taman. Now, the surviving teen remains in intensive care at Stroger Hospital. That surveillance video that we have obtained shows what unfolded before and after the shooting, and we do want to warn you, some of the footage you're about to see may be disturbing to watch. Surveillance video from a police pod camera obtained by WGN through a source captures the moments leading up to a shooting at Douglas Park on Thursday. The footage shows a Chicago Park District lifeguard working on his bike as a group of teens approaches. In the video, the man then jumps up and opens fire on the teens, which we have frozen. Shortly after, the man is seen kneeling on the ground with the gun lying next to his knee. According to the medical examiner, 15-year-old Marjay Dotson was shot in the back and pronounced dead. 14-year-old Jeremy Herod, a sophomore at UIC College Prep, was shot in the neck and remains hospitalized. At a press conference at Grace Memorial Church yesterday, the attorney for both teens firmly denies that there was any altercation or provocation involving the suspected shooter.
No justification to shoot a child in the back anywhere, let alone a public pool and park. But we'll get to the bottom of it.
The Sun-Times reports that the man told police he has a concealed carry license and claimed he opened fire after the teens allegedly followed, attacked him, and tried to steal his bike, saying he acted in self-defense. But the attorney for the teens say both boys were unarmed and argues that prosecutors should pursue hate crime charges against the suspected shooter. The senior pastor of Grace Memorial, speaking on behalf of the families, echoes that call.
I need justice to be swift. I need it to be exact. I need it to be strong in this matter.
Now, a source tells WGN that the man who has been in custody since the shooting is currently in the process of being charged now and will likely stay detained until his first court appearance. Now, the specific charges have not been made public just yet. We have reached out to the man's attorney, who have decided not to comment at this time. We are live at Area 4 Police District. Andrea Medina, WGN News.
Okay, we'll continue to cover this.
Right here, another.
For regular meals, huh? Okay, let's see.
Right here is another disgusting act, you know what I'm saying, by, you know what I'm saying, the devil that the Bible speaks of, man, you know what I'm saying. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying, before we get to, you know, our scripture in Ecclesiasticus, if you could grab for me John chapter 8 and 44, man, this is always a, you know, good one to go to understand, you know what I'm saying, this beast that we are dealing with, you know what I'm saying. And what's so sad is, you know what I'm saying, like the leadership that we're under, you know what I'm saying, can take upon that same spirit of those who hate us. You know what I'm saying? So we got to understand, as Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, the reason why things happens like this is that, for one, you know what I'm saying, our people are not supposed to be dwelling in the same place with these people. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get to that when we go to our scripture in Ecclesiasticus. But you got to understand, like, you know what I'm saying, exactly what we're dealing with, you know what I'm saying, and the evil that it is, you know what I'm saying. And this evil has been evil for a long time, you know what I'm saying. This is something that just doesn't shut off. You know what I'm saying? And if you looking to love and you looking to be or receive love from, you know what I'm saying, our oppressor, then you don't, all I would say is don't hold your breath, you know what I'm saying? But you got John 8 and 44 for me?
Come.
All right, let's get it.
It's the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil.
Ye are of your father, the devil. That's what I was just talking about, you know what I'm saying, with our people, you know what I'm saying, following behind the so-called white man, you know what I'm saying, the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying, the you know what I'm saying, this is showing that, you know what I'm saying, you are not supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, following behind that type of spirit. You know what I'm saying, this is what you get for following behind that type of spirit. Read.
Come. ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do.
Read.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was what?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
The white man was a murderer from the beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? If you read through all out these scriptures, you know what I'm saying, and every situation, you know what I'm saying, that the white man is heavily involved in, a lot of murder and chaos came behind that. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning, that's talking about when Adam and Eve was in that garden. That spirit that was on that serpent, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was the spirit of murder. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Come. He was a murderer from the beginning.
Read.
And abode not in the truth.
Abode not in what?
In the truth.
He abode not in the truth, man. The white man can't tell the truth to save his life. You know what I'm saying? Just like this situation right here. You know what I'm saying? He murders a young boy by the age of 15. You know what I'm saying? My son is just 16 years old, so this hit right home. You know what I'm saying? That's why my son is not hanging out on the streets. He's in the classroom at the ISUPK with me. You know what I'm saying? Because things like this, it happens when you know what I'm saying, hanging out in the neighborhood, and you should be able to hang out at the pool, you know what I'm saying, and be able to walk past the lifeguard and keep your life. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be able to do these things. But in this place, you know, you as Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians are not allowed to do these things. You are not allowed to feel safe next to your lifeguard walking past them. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because, you know, he was a murderer from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand the dangers that you're around. My son understands that when he's around a white man, he should make sure that his head is on a swivel. You know what I'm saying? He should understand that this is a wicked beast that can attack at any moment. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you walk into a cage with a lion. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, you got to keep a certain distance between you and whatever, you know what I'm saying, the danger is. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand that, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor is a danger to our people. If we don't understand that, you know what I'm saying, after all of this chaos and destruction, constantly, year after year, you know what I'm saying, our brothers and sisters getting their head blown off and killed and murdered. Sandra Bland, you know what I'm saying, Mike Brown, you know what I'm saying, what was Trayvon Martin, you know what I'm saying, give me some. Give me some. Tamir Rice, you know what I'm saying, you got to remember these names, because these names, you know what I'm saying, really mean something. You know what I'm saying? These is not just names that you just pull out of a hat, you know what I'm saying, like somebody done won a raffle. These are people, these are people's sons, daughters. These are people's lives that, you know what I'm saying, that really change, you know what I'm saying, changed over, you know what I'm saying, the wicked act of our oppressors. And we cannot just, you know what I'm saying, just overlook these things. We got to look at these things as acts of war. That's an act of war when one nation goes and kills, you know what I'm saying, unjustly somebody from another nation. That's an act of war. You know what I'm saying? But read.
Come. And abode not in the truth.
Abode not in the truth. This man right here say, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, he was fearing for his life. You know what I'm saying? They had attacked him. We see on the video, we don't see nobody, you know what I'm saying, address him in no type of fashion. And if you was so fearful, why are you sitting there on your knee fixing on a bike where you at? If you was so fearful, why didn't you just get up and just leave before you just so fearful for your life? You had every opportunity in the world to just get up, leave, or you know what I'm saying, consult, you know what I'm saying, some authorities to come, because you're not supposed to even have a gun as a civilian in this type of setting. This is by a pool. You're not supposed to even have your concealed gun at this setting. He was at work. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even supposed to have that gun. So that just lets you know the spirit that he had on him. And if it's any possibility of this devil getting off, you know what I'm saying, it just shows how corrupt this society that we are living in is. You know what I'm saying? But he was a lie. He abode not in the truth. Read.
Come on, because there is no truth in him.
And there's no what?
There is no truth in him.
There's no truth in these devils at all. You know what I'm saying? For him to even fix his mouth like he was just under such duress that he had to pull out his gun and shoot a 15 and a 14-year-old in the back. You know what I'm saying? That just shows that no truth is in him. Read.
Come on. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and of Salaki, and the father of it.
And the father of lies. You know what I'm saying? To be a father of lies, that just goes to show, like, you know what I'm saying, like you are the top. You know what I'm saying? You the God of lies. He's the God of lies. You know what I'm saying? This oppressor, you know what I'm saying, is the God of lies. You know what I'm saying? And then we got to understand that as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and we should not dwell with them. We should always be on guard when you have to be around, you know what I'm saying, our oppressors. You should always, you know what I'm saying, know, you know what I'm saying, that it's a clear and present danger here in America alone. You know what I'm saying? We are behind enemy lines on this land that we own. You got it?
You know what's so crazy about this video? Like, they were most definitely trying to escape out of that situation. Like, when you realize that like they were trying to run away because they got shot in the back, so they had to be trying to run away from. They were scared. They were under attack, and he's saying he was under attack. He was just fixing his bike. He was just probably walking past.
Right. Yeah. But you know what people don't understand is, you know what I'm saying, they do, you know what I'm saying, look at us like, you know what I'm saying, like we are the predators that they are. You know, they're looking at us, you know what I'm saying, due to the fact of all the propaganda that's been built up against Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We are the super predators, you know what I'm saying, as Hillary Clinton would say. We are the most vicious thing on the face of the earth to them, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to murder, you know what I'm saying, nobody, you know what I'm saying, outdoes our oppressor that the Bible speaks of, the devil the Bible speaks of. Nobody outdoes him in murder. Nobody outdoes him in heinous crimes like this. You know what I'm saying? Shooting and killing, you know, a 15-year-old and wounding another brother, you know what I'm saying, 14 years old in critical condition right now. You know what I'm saying? 2 Black lives affected by trusting, you know what I'm saying, these people in our societies, in our environment. You know what I'm saying? The white man has no place in the Black environment. Why? Because he's so fearful that he can't be a lifeguard at the pool, you know what I'm saying, with kids, with Black kids in the inner city. You know what I'm saying? This is right, you know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying, a part, you know what I'm saying, to where the Isupk, you know what I'm saying, for a couple of years we held our cookout there, Douglas Park. You know what I'm saying? This is where we held our cookout, where we gave out food, you know what I'm saying, free food to the community, you know what I'm saying, whoever come, ate, have a good time, music, you know what I'm saying, DJ playing, kids bouncing in the bouncy houses, vendors out there, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? This is the same part. And this devil has his gun there, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, let loose fire on teenagers, man, because it just shows that we are not supposed to coexist. We are supposed to, what we have to understand as Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, that integration was one of the biggest flaws of our so-called leaders, trying to come together with these vicious monsters. You know what I'm saying? But go to grab for me Ecclesiastes chapter 11 and chapter 13 and verse 1. All right. Oh, it's Ecclesiasticus, Salak. 13 and 1. Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha.
God. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13, verse 1.
Yeah, God.
He that toucheth pitch, he that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith.
Read.
And he that hath fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him.
This, you know what I'm saying, is something that we have to understand as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying, we're dealing with, you know what I'm saying, people that is not of us. You know what I'm saying? You know, we dealing with a proud thing when we talk about dealing with a white man. You know what I'm saying? You know, this so-called, you know what I'm saying, oppressor, you know what I'm saying, that was supposed to be a lifeguard, you know what I'm saying, for children. You know what I'm saying? They say he's a decorated military man. Decorated military man. You know what I'm saying? Upstanding military. You know what I'm saying? This, you know what I'm saying? He's proud to serve his country. You know what I'm saying? Serve his country. But you know what the most vicious thing is in the world? Is that he look at your babies like, you know what I'm saying, that they are the menace to this society. He's not looking at your young son as, you know what I'm saying, a little baby, 15, 14 years old, that just want to have a good time at the pool. He's looking at a monster.
You know what's so crazy about that? Like you said, this is at Douglas Park. Like, it's crazy how many people bring their children to that park. Like, it's crazy. Like, every day it's summer now. Every day somebody else is bringing a child to this park. And unfortunately, it had to be just a bad day for them. Just it had to be a horrible heathen out there to bring a gun to a child's park.
Right, a child's park. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, cookie coated, like, you know what I'm saying, like this ain't the safest place in the world, but at the same time, if you're not fit to take no job, you should just not take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have to be that scared to be in this community that where you got to take a gun to a place full of kids, you know what I'm saying, then you should not take that job. You know what I'm saying? If you have any care for anything in society besides yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing about Esau. Esau don't care about nobody but they goddamn self. They, you know what I'm saying? They it's about them and what they want to do. And if you is gonna hinder what they feel like doing at any point, you know what I'm saying, then you have to pay for it. You gonna pay with his viciousness. And this is what we seeing right here. Kids can't even go and swim and have a good time at the pool. You know what I'm saying? The lifeguard is gonna pull out a gun and try to blow their head off. You know what I'm saying? This is a society that we are living in with this proud man. But read.
Come, verse 2. Burden not thyself above thy power. While thou livest and have fellowship, so I can have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself.
This is saying what? Read that again from the top.
Come, burden not thyself above thy power, while thou livest and have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself.
You should have no fellowship with those that are mightier and richer than you. And we've been forced as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in this place to live right next to the people that's more mighty and richer than us. You know what I'm saying? Who has more military might than the white man? Who has, you know what I'm saying, has force black people, you know what I'm saying, from the west coast of Africa, you know what I'm saying, to come over here, you know what I'm saying, and to be slaves. And then when you so-called free them from slavery, you don't free them like you do the Jewish man and give them their own state. And you give them, you know what I'm saying, a piece of land where they can be away from the people that was oppressing them in the Holocaust. You don't do that for blacks. You know what I'm saying? What you do, you set them up, you know what I'm saying, towns right next to yours. And then what happens when those towns start thriving too much? You know what I'm saying? What happened when those towns, you know what I'm saying, when you going through the depression, you know what I'm saying, starts to, you know what I'm saying, build up and to acquire things and start to live in lavish and luxurious. What happens after that?
You put drugs in the community.
Not drugs to these communities. If you look up in the around the 1920s when the oppressor was going through, you know what I'm saying, the what they call the Great Depression, you had black societies that was thriving, you know what I'm saying? So they couldn't just come up in there and just put drugs in the black community. What they did was they caused an uproar, just like like in Psalms 83, they caused a tumult. They say that just like you could say Rosewood, Black Wall Street, all of these situations, what they end up doing is saying, oh, a white woman just got raped. Oh, somebody touched a white woman in the elevator. And what they did in these societies was come in that society with bombs. They blew them up. They was on manhunts. You know what I'm saying? They burned down Rosewood totally. You know what I'm saying? And these are the big stories that you hear about. You just don't hear about all the small ones, like Bronzeville in Chicago itself. You had areas in Detroit that went through the same type of attacks. You know what I'm saying? You have the Philly, when they burned down Philly. You know what I'm saying? They burned down parts of Philly, you know what I'm saying, black thriving neighborhoods and different things of that nature. This is what they do, you know what I'm saying, because they're the biggest and the most vicious people on the face of the earth. So they couldn't allow, you know what I'm saying, blacks to be just left alone. You know what I'm saying? We talking about, this is just 50 odd years after so-called the emancipation, you know what I'm saying, that these things was happening. Almost 60 years, and you had black societies after, you know what I'm saying, being so-called free, and they were left alone somewhat because they was able to, you know what I'm saying, build schools and stuff like that and be outside, you know what I'm saying, of the jurisdiction of the white man, at least for a little bit. They were able to start thriving, you know what I'm saying? And if blacks were just left alone, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians were just left alone, we would have thriving societies. But we have these monsters to deal with on every turn. But you got something?
Like, it's just crazy because it's like the white man just don't want a black person to do good in life.
Yeah.
That's what society, from what I know, that's what society is made for. Like, for a black man to be under a white man and this oppression that we in.
Yeah, I'm right. The whole thing of it is, this society that we're living in here in America, that's what this is built for. Because in order for them to thrive the way they're thriving, we have to be on the bottom. We have to be oppressed. We have to, you know what I'm saying, be dealing with, you know what I'm saying, situations like this where our children get murdered. We have to be in those positions because in order for them to feel safe, in order for them to feel empowered, you know what I'm saying, we have to continue to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't how the Most High is going to lead this situation. But read.
Come on. With one that is mightier and richer than than thyself.
Read.
For how agree the kettle and the earthen pot together?
Read.
For if not the one be smitten against the other, it shall be broken.
Yes. These things is things that just can't exist together. And that's been proven throughout time. That the white man and blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we cannot coexist. This white man's bloodthirst is not going to allow that to happen. You know, it's not going to be able to ever thrive. So your dream of America being this big melting pot, you know what I'm saying? And if you a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, and that's your dream, and you have to wake the hell up, man, and realize what's going on in this place. And that is not going to happen ever. You know what I'm saying? So Martin Luther King's dream, he even told you himself that his dream has turned into a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand that Martin Luther King's dream, you know what I'm saying, he admitted towards the end of his life, you know what I'm saying, that he integrated his people into a burning building, and that building is still burning to this day. And we cannot just ignore that fact. But read.
Okay. Verse 3. The rich man have done wrong, and yet he threatened with all the poor is wronging.
No. Read that again from the top, and you gotta pause when you see a stand.
Okay. The rich man have done wrong.
The rich man have done wrong. Read.
Okay. And yet he threatened with all.
He threatened with all. You know what I'm saying? He have done wrong. He threatened with all. Everything is threatened around him. Read.
Come. The poor is wrong, and he must entreat also.
Yeah, he must entreat also. Read.
Verse 4. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee.
He will do what?
Forsake thee.
This is what, you know what I'm saying, the white man does in this society, you know what I'm saying, over and over again. And what our people don't realize was that's happening in real time. The white man, you know what I'm saying, he looks like, you know what I'm saying, like he's so in love with Michael Jordan. He's so in love, like he loves Michael Jackson so much. He loves, you know, Puff Daddy. He loves that Puff Daddy. He loves him. Puffy, you know what I'm saying? P. Diddy. He loves him so much when he's making them all these millions and billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as he's done making money for him, he gonna treat them like the scum of the earth. So you Negroes that feel like you done made what OJ say? I'm not black, I'm OJ. Until it was no longer profitable for this devil. Then, you know what I'm saying, OJ is hunted. Then OJ has to go down. He has to deal with the oppression of this place. He has to be forsaken. You know what I'm saying? But what you have?
He like, the white man like white Michael Jackson more than black Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson tried to assimilate and become one of them. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing of it is, shows how much hatred our people gain for ourselves by trying to follow the mindset, just like we was reading in John 8:44. Following the making the white man your daddy and your brain. That leaks into the way you live your life. That makes you hate yourself, and it makes you hate your people. You know what I'm saying? For you to, you know what I'm saying, to want to love your oppressor, you have to hate your people. You got to understand that, you know what I'm saying, people that's just look at the ISUPK as a hate group, like I said earlier. But the whole thing of it is, we love our people. In order for you to love something, you have to hate something. You have to hate what's trying to kill and destroy the things you love. You know what I'm saying? And this white man and this society has tried to do this since the beginning of time in this place, man. And we have to wake up to it, man. But I want you to, for time's sake, drop down for me a little bit. Drop down to verse 15.
Come. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus. Chapter 13, verse 15.
Read.
Every beast loveth his like.
Every beast loveth his like. You know what I'm saying? Every animal. If you look at the family of animals that, you know what I'm saying, that graze together, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, the sheep, you know what I'm saying? They come together, you know what I'm saying? They love the people, they love the sheep around them. They come together as a family. Read.
Come. And every man loveth his neighbor.
And every man does what?
Loveth his neighbor.
Every man loveth his labor. Every beast loveth his labor, and every man loveth his neighbor. This is not neighbor in the sense of what you see it today in society, where you have this Chinese family here, this white family down the street, and you have blacks and Mexicans right here, the whole nine. You have all these different groups of people. It's not like that. This is talking about, a neighbor in the sense that we all in our own land. We love the people that comes from our land, that lives in our environment, in the black environment, in the Hispanic environment. And we love those that's inside. Those are our neighbors, our brother, our kin according to the flesh. But read.
Come. Verse 16, all flesh consorted according to kind.
All flesh consorted to what?
According to kind.
This is to prove what I'm saying. It's saying all flesh, you know what I'm saying? All flesh consorted to kind. If you look, it just go into the cafeteria in your slavery, you know what I'm saying? Or even in your school nowadays, since we got all this integration, you're going to see tables, you know what I'm saying, where people, when people have the decision to sit here or there, you know what I'm saying, people are going to sit with their kind. You'll see a white table over here, see a Hispanic table over here, the black brothers over there. It's just a natural way of being. Go ahead.
So what's so heavy about what you're bringing out, it's like in my school currently, it's like we have different sections. Mm-hmm. It's like one area is like all Hispanics on this section, one area is like blacks, and like sometimes it's mixed, but mostly it's just everybody in their section.
Yeah, so this is not saying from a definite sense thing. But you're gonna have sprinkles of here. It was a white boy that liked to come and play spades with us, you know what I'm saying, at my slavery at one point. You have, your outliers and different things like that. But for the most part, when we're speaking, speaking of things like that. But go ahead.
Come.
And all flesh consortive according to kind. We come together, according to who we are. According to who our family is. According to our bloodline. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are all one people. The Edomites, they are all one people. They stick together. They go, they gonna look out for their kind before they look out for you. 10 times out of 10. Read.
Come. And a man will cleave to his life.
And a man will what?
Will cleave to his life.
This right here, what you would call, and people, that don't believe that, we are all the same. For the people that feel like we are all the same and, we all bleed red, this ain't what the Bible teaches. The Bible teaches the truth about the thing. And the truth about life is that everybody are going to cleave to their light. Everybody is going to be with, their tribes. Not saying that, blacks and Hispanics, we can't come together because we two different tribes. We are all Israelites. We are all in the same body. We are all in the same, family. We just cousins. You can look at it just like that. blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we're just cousins. We still got the same bloodline. You know what I'm saying? We got Israelite blood running through our veins, and if we can cleave together, you know what I'm saying, this is the way the Most High wants that to be. You know what I'm saying? Because these other nations is going to do that. These other nations is going to cleave together with their light. You know what I'm saying? America is fighting for Israel, not because they love, you know what I'm saying, the people of God, as they would tell you. They love, the white man loves himself. He cleaves to his own people, and he will protect them by any cost. But read.
Verse 17. What fellowship have the wolf with the lamb?
What fellowship have the wolf with the lamb? You know what I'm saying? Like, just like that situation where you supposed to be the lifeguard. Just imagine, you know what I'm saying, that situation like that. Like, just imagine you make a wolf the shepherd over the lamb. That's what you did, you know what I'm saying, in that society, in that environment over there in Douglas Park. What you did, you made the wolf the shepherd over sheep. You know what I'm saying? And what you saw is exactly what it would have been in the animal kingdom. You saw two sheep get hunted by who you place over them as a lifeguard. That vicious animal, you know what I'm saying? The devil that the Bible speaks of. But read.
What fellowship has the wolf with the lamb?
Read.
So the sinner with the godly.
So is the sinner with the godly. That's the same type of situation. You know what I'm saying? The white man that's the devil that's going to sit up there and lie and say that his life was in jeopardy, when at the end of the day, he just had a bloodthirst to kill 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? And he fulfilled that bloodthirst. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully he will receive the consequences of his actions in this place. But I would prefer that the Lord give him the proper punishment as his forefathers is going to get. Read.
What agreement is there between a hyena and a dog?
Read.
And what peace between rich and the poor?
This is things that, you know what I'm saying, that aren't supposed to dwell together, aren't supposed to be a part of the same society with, you know what I'm saying, not supposed to be roaming around the same. Could you imagine a lion just roaming around, you know what I'm saying, like in a situation with a whole pack of gazelles? You know what I'm saying? He's going to hunt, he's going to kill. And that's the same thing that happens when you put, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor into, you know what I'm saying, a neighborhood full of, you know what I'm saying, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They feel like they finna get some prey. They feel like they gonna attack sooner or later. Read.
As the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness.
Read.
So the rich eat up the poor.
So does the rich eat up the poor. You know what I'm saying? Just like I just said, when a lion has prey, that's how the rich eat up the poor. You know what I'm saying? It's that same thing that he's looking at us as, you know what I'm saying, the rich man, you know what I'm saying, coming into our neighborhood, he's gonna devour the poor. But read.
Verse 20. As the proud hate humility, so doeth the rich abhor the poor.
They act evil, you know what I'm saying? They commit evil acts to the poor, as we seen these 2 young men gunned down. I want you to drop that out. I want you to grab for me Ezekiel chapter 35:5, so we can check the spirit of this place, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand not only, matter of fact, before you grab that, grab Genesis chapter 25, so we can, you know what I'm saying, we can see exactly, you know, who we dealing with and exactly who we are, you know what I'm saying, in this place. So we can understand why we love who we love, and why it would never be, you know, peace between these 2 factions. It would never be a situation to where we can come together. You know what I'm saying? I want you to grab Grab for me Genesis 25 and start at verse 5.
Come on. This is the book of Genesis.
No, matter of fact, start at verse 4.
Come on. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 4. And the sons of the Midian, Epan.
And the sons of the Median. Ephah,
and Epher, and Hanok, and Abidah, and Eldah, and Eldah.
That's it.
And Eldah. All these were children of the Keturah. And Abraham, verse 5, and Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac.
He gave what?
All that he had unto Isaac.
He gave all of what he had to Isaac. You know what I'm saying? Abraham, you know what I'm saying, was coming up, you know what I'm saying, on, you know what I'm saying, as he knew, you know what I'm saying, the end of his days. So he gave all the things that he had acquired in his lifetime to Isaac. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Come. Verse 6, but unto the sons of the concubinites.
No. Read that again.
But unto the sons of the concubines.
The concubines.
The concubine. Salagi. But
unto the sons of the concubines, this is when you have a concubine, you have, you know what I'm saying, like it's like a wife that you gain through, like, you know what I'm saying, possessing somebody through war and different things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, or, you know what I'm saying, just other wives. Read.
Come. But unto the sons of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts.
Read.
And sent them away from Isaac, his son.
And sent them away from Isaac, his sons. But to the sons of the concubines, this is he had kids, you know what I'm saying, by these women, you know what I'm saying. He had kids by these other women outside of his wife, you know what I'm saying. And he gave them gifts and sent them away from his son. You know what I'm saying? This is just shows that, you know what I'm saying, that God has a chosen lineage that he's going through. You know what I'm saying? Abraham, you know what I'm saying, is the father of many nations. You know what I'm saying? But one nation, you know what I'm saying, was given, you know what I'm saying, everything that he had to possess. One nation inherited, you know what I'm saying, the blessing that came from not just the blessing, but the promise that was given to Abraham. You know what I'm saying? One child of promise, and that's Isaac. You know what I'm saying? Read.
God, while he yet lived eastward unto the east country.
He lived eastward. You know what I'm saying? He sent the other sons a gift and sent them away. Read.
God, verse 7. And these are the days of years. And these are the days, years.
These are the days.
And these are the days of years of Abraham's life.
Of the years of Abraham's life, which he lived. And this is the days of Abraham's life. You know what I'm saying? Like this. So he fulfilled his days, meaning, you know what I'm saying, he lived his life. Read.
Come God. 160 and 15 years.
Read.
Verse 8. Abraham gave up the ghost and died.
Read.
In a good old age, an old man and full of years.
Read.
And was gathered to his people. Verse 9. And his sons Isaac and Ishmael burned him in the cave of...
Read that again.
Come. And his sons Isaac and Ishmael burned him.
No, read that again.
Oh, buried him.
Yeah, buried. You know what I'm saying? Burn is not in our culture. It's we bury the dead.
Oh,
all right. All right. So we're gonna get that straight. I want you to stop drop down to verse 23.
Come on.
So we see that Isaac, you know what I'm saying? He was the child of promise. You know what I'm saying? Abraham blessed the other sons, but he gave Isaac everything. You know what I'm saying? But read.
Come on, that's the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
Read.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
This is, you know what I'm saying, showing, you know what I'm saying, how, you know what I'm saying, like when people don't have the understanding that us and Esau, you know what I'm saying, which is the white man, came, you know what I'm saying, out of the same womb, or came, you know what I'm saying, from the same man. You know what I'm saying? What you don't understand is, yes, they came from the same man, so they should be family, but they were 2 separate nations that was inside of her womb. You know what I'm saying? And this is not a decision that we made. This is God making that separation. But read.
Come on, God. And the people shall be stronger than the other people.
And what?
And the people in Salagia. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
And one people should be stronger than the other people. Read.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
And the elder shall what?
Serve the younger.
And the elder shall serve the younger. You know what I'm saying? So this is a prophecy of what's to come. You know what I'm saying? If you get deeper into this story, you'll realize, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, this is talking about Esau, you know what I'm saying, and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Jacob and Esau, you know what I'm saying, and who will serve who. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the thing of it is, you know what I'm saying, the elder serving the younger is not supposed to be the way that everything is set up. But this is a prophecy of the life that they would live, and it would show in the story. If you had time to read, you know what I'm saying, that this is a heavy story to let you know what I'm saying, where the hate and the disdain stems from through, you know what I'm saying, with blacks and blacks and Hispanics against, you know what I'm saying, the so-called Edomite, you know what I'm saying, who stem from Esau. Jacob, which is our progenitor, you know what I'm saying, the progenitor of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you know what I'm saying, are always going to be in contrast to this place. You know what I'm saying? We are always going to be on opposing sides of this place. So we should never join our oppressor. We should never join this place, and we should always be on guard as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in whatever environment we in. You know what I'm saying? With that, I'm going to pass the class off to Priest and Officer Rakam Yala.